So tell me about the two moods of wisdom literature.
Yeah. So in teaching ancient wisdom, we find that there are actually two moods in ancient Near Eastern wisdom. The first mood is this. It is a mood called the traditional mood, and it is instructions from father to son, right? And we see this in ancient Near Eastern wisdom texts. We see it, of course, with Proverbs, for example. We see it in the Eden narrative, where the command is from father to son, from God to Adam, to not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So you see that wisdom tradition represented there. And the idea being that wisdom is passed down from the beginning to the next generation. And that continually happens from fathers to children, from parents to children, and that traditional wisdom helps the next generation find success that needs to be found. The second mood is the critical mood, and it actually pushes back against the traditional mood, and it replaces those ethical norms that were passed down from a previous generation with new norms in a critical sense. And we see this, for example, like Ecclesiastes, or we see this in other ancient Near Eastern texts that push back against the wisdom of the fathers. In the Eden narrative, the serpent, the Nachash, he is putting forth a critical wisdom, saying, "Hath God really said?" So you see there that there's a pushback against the traditional wisdom. But it's not always negative. I like to say this, that Jesus, we see, also employs both the traditional and the critical. He's challenged on divorce. Why then did Moses allow us a certificate of divorce in his law? And Jesus will say, he did so because of the hardness of your hearts. But in the beginning, it was not so, right? And he goes back to the creation. So we see that Jesus is challenging what seems to be the traditional view, but he uses the critical mood of wisdom to challenge it, and then ends up replacing that, what was sort of a progressive mood within wisdom. He replaces it with the creational narrative, which was man and woman together, let no one separate, right? So you see the two moods being employed in that particular way.